What is happening in Banaras right now? This is a report filed by my colleague from Aaj Tak, Himanshu. Quite a festival atmosphere as we have been saying since morning. Take a look.
हम इस वक्त हैं चौका घाट वाराणसी पर और आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ की जनता किस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का स्वागत करने के लिए खड़ी हुई है। आप कब से खड़े हैं यहाँ पर?
2 घंटे से।
2 घंटे से खड़े हैं। क्यों खड़े हैं आप यहाँ पर?
हम लोग लखनऊ से आए हैं मोदी जी को प्रचार करने के लिए और मोदी जी का स्वागत
प्रचार तो हो गया, आप स्वागत की
बारी है। स्वागत करने के लिए हम साथी कलाकार लखनऊ से आए हुए हैं और 8 बजे से यहाँ पे रुके हुए हैं।
कुछ गाना बजाना हो रहा है। देखिए हारमोनियम है, ढोलकी है और ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं। क्या गाना बनाया है अपने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी?
में अंधेरा छाया था, बजा दीजिए
जी, गाना बजाइए जरा।
कि जिस घर में अंधेरा छाया था, जिस घर में अंधेरा छाया था, वहाँ दीप जलाए मोदी जी। जिस घर में अंधेरा, बहुत अच्छे लाल
छाया था, वहाँ दीप जलाए मोदी जी।
और जाति धर्म के लोगों को,
धर्म के लोगों को
मोदी जी सीने से लगाए मोदी जी। जिस घर में अंधेरा छाया था, वहाँ दीप जलाए मोदी जी।
ये है वाराणसी का कल्चर, जो ये कह रहे हैं कि जहां अंधेरा छाया था वहां पर दीप जला दिया है प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने। आप ये बताइए कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने भाषण में ये बात कही परसों। अभी तक उनका एक नारा होता था सबका साथ सबका विकास। अब उन्होंने एक नई बात जोड़ दी है, सबका साथ सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास। ये एक नई लाइन दे दी है उन्होंने।
नहीं, अभी तक तो उन्होंने हर वर्ग का ध्यान दिया है, हर एक कम्युनिटी का ध्यान दिया है। रही मुस्लिमों के लिए था कि उनमें विश्वास की थोड़ी कमी है, वो भी अब मोदी जी ने इस बार जनता को, मुस्लिमों को, अल्पसंख्यकों को विश्वास।
आपका नाम क्या है?
आशीष अग्रसेन।
आशीष
जी।
उन्होंने सब धर्मों को जोड़ने की और विश्वास जीतने की कोशिश
की है। जो थोड़ा बहुत रह गया था, जो माइनॉरिटीज में हमारे, कि उनको ये विश्वास नहीं हो रहा था कि मोदी जी सबका विश्वास कर रहे हैं। इस बार मोदी जी ने संविधान को प्रणाम करते हुए ये विश्वास दिलाने की कोशिश की है कि अब किसी को डरने की
को विश्वास हो गया है मोदी जी पे।
हाँ, सब बहुत विश्वास हो गया। जितने उनने किया है वाकई में ऐसा कोई प्रधानमंत्री न किया था और न करेगा।
ना किया था ना करेगा कोई प्रधानमंत्री जो उन्होंने विकास कार्य किया है। आपको लगता है कि जो विकास कार्य किए हैं वो शायद किसी ने नहीं किए?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं। उन्होंने जो बनारस के लिए किया और पूरे देश के लिए किया, आज तक किसी नेता ने किया। यहाँ रोड हो चाहे बिजली हो,
इसीलिए
सड़क है।
आपका नाम क्या है?
अफरोज।
हाँ जी, अफरोज जी। आपको लगता है कि जाति धर्म सबसे ऊपर उठ के मोदी जी ने सबका लिए काम किया?
हाँ।
इसीलिए आप स्वागत में खड़ी हैं?
जी, लखनऊ से आए हैं।
लखनऊ से आए हैं आप स्वागत करने के लिए?
क्योंकि इस बार उन्होंने जातिवाद नहीं राष्ट्रवाद का नारा दिया है, सबका साथ सबका विकास।
All right, so the Prime Minister has landed, the chopper has in fact landed at the police line. This is where the Prime Minister now is going to embark on his road show to the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Rahul, you were making a very important point when you were seeing those visuals at the airport, along with Amit Shah, along with the governor and the chief minister. There are the MPs from the neighboring constituencies as well.
Yes.
Important messaging.
You see, that's what is part of the protocol. But I think what the Prime Minister is doing is getting everybody on board. That's why I say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has understood the power of a picture frame. He knows, and the BJP under him has realized that you can send multiple messages. You see, when Prime Minister of the country, he may be Prime Minister designate, lands in a place, and you have Amit Shah there with him, and the newly elected member of parliament is there welcoming him, that member of parliament can go down back in his constituency and portray his proximity to the Prime Minister. And that will actually help a certain amount of standing of this member of parliament, because eventually what is politics all about? Politics is all about being visible, and visible at the perhaps at the right places. And I think that's where lies the success of this Modi-Shah duo, that I think this visit is not just about thanking people of Banaras.
Yeah.
It is for 2022. Work has started as far as campaign is concerned. 64 seats won this time around. They had won 73 last time around. 9-seat loss is 45-seat loss in Uttar Pradesh in assembly segments, and that is why Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Amit Shah will be unrelenting from here on.
Before I get in, Anila Singh, Manisha, a quick comment, on this very important churning of the wheel when it comes to the election machinery. It's a never-stopping game. They are at it. As Rahul is saying, this messaging is important. The way everything has been programmed is important, and already possibly thinking of 2022, while the Congress is still trying to reel away from the raining resignations right, left and center when it comes to the Congress CWC.
Yes, I mean, there can be no disagreement with this. The least that should, as you rightly said, the least that should have been done was for at least Priyanka Gandhi Vadra to have visited both Rai Bareli and Amethi. Remember, the margins in Amethi are only 55,000 votes. So had they been tireless campaigners, rather than flagellate the whole party saying, none of you stood by my brother, the sister-brother duo, from what I read in the press, Rahul Gandhi is entitled to take his party on, but the sisters simply reiterated the words of the brother. Had she been a smart politician, she would have been on the road right now. She is still not resigned as the in charge for Eastern UP of the Congress party, whatever that means for the party. She should at least have been on the ground thanking the important constituencies. Amethi has stood by her father and also by Rahul Gandhi for a very long time. Sonia Gandhi's constituency, she, her family friends have handled that constituency. Coming back to Varanasi now, the messaging is extremely important. Now these parliamentarians standing there are seen as co-partners of the development of what is known as the Anchal. Remember, Varanasi is the mythical capital of the Purvanchal, an imagined area, never spoken of in administrative terms, but an imagined area that unites the entire Bhojpuri speaking areas of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, and all the MPs standing together, somewhat a spurt to the regional aspirations in that area. And the cultural ethos at this point of time, rather than the script of the RSS and the BJP, I would say this cultural ethos was purely and truly Purvanchali. Many of the songs that were being sung, I'm happy that your channel actually put them there. I could remember the lines on which they are a remake. I could remember the tunes on which they are a remake. Remember, this area has the Gaiki, Ang as its tradition. So Geet or singing is very, very integral to the culture on this part.
Yes.
So a cultural milieu of the Purvanchal is what I see in the Prime Minister today leading from Varanasi, and all his members of parliament, as Rahul rightly pointed out, surrounding him by his side. Spectacular
Anila,
moment at this point of time. And as you can see the picture frames of the gate doorway, that leads to the Kashi Vishwanath temple.
The very customary, there is this open jeep of the media. In fact, a Prime Minister's personal photographers, those who travel around with the Prime Minister, right in front of this cavalcade. This is the car, the SUV in which the Prime Minister is traveling. And at this point of time, all we can tell you is that it will take a few moments for the Prime Minister to reach the Kashi Vishwanath temple, where he will perform the puja. These are the roads, in fact, cleared for the security for the Prime Minister's cavalcade to, in fact, go from to go on this 6-kilometer track, as Rahul just, in fact, told me, from the police line to the Kashi Vishwanath temple. And all right, these are the visuals, live visuals, which are coming in of the Prime Minister's cavalcade. We'll just be able to see the Prime Minister's car in just a short while from now. And this, Rahul, is also a very customary thing. The Prime Minister makes sure that his entire media team also travels with him to give him the best vantage point. That's the Prime Minister waving to the crowd, this is just from one angle, these shots which are coming in. The Prime Minister waving to the people lined up on both sides. Look at that. There are people running behind. Rahul, some would call it a security scare as well, but this is the enthusiasm of the BJP workers.
I think, Ankit, if I'm not wrong, these are media persons who must be running behind, trying to run behind the cavalcade.
But there are some people with the flags.
So now I think the barrier has been broken. You see, Ankit, this is one of the elements which has been added, that initially the Prime Minister's security used to keep the media persons away, and it used to be very difficult for them to follow a Prime Minister who is closely guarded. But then there was a sense of a compromise which was arrived between the SPG security forces and the media teams, that they will be ahead of the Prime Minister at a safe distance, which is what I can call a jammer safe distance, in which media persons can travel in a truck ahead of the Prime Minister. Ankit, this street which we are looking at is usually a 6 kilometer stretch, and if you on a normal day at this time of the afternoon, it will not take you less than 30 to 40 minutes to travel this 6 kilometer stretch.
Yeah.
And today the Prime Minister is passing. But what I'm interested in seeing that the BJP, at least this time around, has not organized that large cheering crowd on this side.
Yeah.
And I think they are trying to showcase more of the Prime Minister's visit to the Kashi Vishwanath temple.
Yeah.
If you recall, last time around, he had talked about Ma Ganga, and he had gone to the Ganga Aarti, and this time around it's going to be the Kashi Vishwanath temple.
Absolutely. In fact, very important at this point of time, the messaging that is very clear in this. We are going to take a very quick break at this moment. And coming back to this roadshow of the Prime Minister of sorts, where the Prime Minister in fact is waving to the people of Banaras and on his way to the Kashi Vishwanath temple.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.